Hola, comadres. Happy Fiesta. If you're in San Antonio, we moved Fiesta till June. It's not quite the same, but I'm still rocking my Fiesta crown. I thought it would be a good day to talk about the beauty in life and the fun things. And so, this beautiful Fiesta crown, you can see it has a lot of beautiful colors. This was handmade by my friend Jenny Perez. She has a company called Cosita San Antonio, and she does all kinds of decor and party items and balloon arrays and just beautiful, beautiful, paper flower art. So this one is extra special to me because Jenny made it and gave it to me as a gift. And another cool thing about Jenny is she is Myra's sister-in-law. Those of you that know Myra, I know everyone on Comadre Connection is not from Poderosa, but let me tell you, Myra's sister Jenny it's her sister-in-law, Randy's sister, very talented. And so I just treasure this. And I've had it several years and bring it out on Fiesta, and it's just extra super deluxe. So I'm just feeling festive and fancy, whether or not I go to Fiesta, whether or not I go out in the heat or with a bunch of people. And that's the thing that I want to look at is like, how can we be content? Like today, I want to talk about joy and contentment because there are many things in life that we can be making a list of what we can't do, or we can be making a list of what we can do. I can be joyful and content in mi casa. I'm over here before work, and I thought I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna put on my Fiesta crown. I want to make sure y'all get to see the purple one because purple's my favorite color. And I'm gonna wear my Fiesta crown. Sit over here by Our Lady of Guadalupe, and these palms. These are actually from my childhood. My grandparents would get palms on Palm Sunday, and they would weave them together and make these amazing things. And when I was a kid, there was a whole bunch of them across a mirror at my grandparents' house. And you can tell I was a kid a mighty long time ago. And there were just loads of them. And after my grandmother, and they were there for years and years, I mean decades, no kidding, decades. And when my grandmother moved to my aunt's house in Fort Worth, they took a lot of her things and with her and other things that they wanted. But when I went, one of the things that I chose were some of my favorite palms. So I've had these for, oh my gosh, y'all, 40 years maybe. And before that, I remember just being so fascinated watching my grandpa braid them. So those are just some special things to me. The palms from my grandparents' house is just kind of a foundation of faith. And I don't know how I'm tying together Fiesta and faith, but that seems to be what I'm doing. That what we believe in will either bring us contentment or fear. If I believe that everything's going to go wrong in my life, then I'm investing in fear, and that is what's carrying me through, and I'm not going to have contentment. If I believe that life is good and I have many choices and whatever obstacles I face are not permanent, then I have a different look. And then you can see over here I also have a little statue of Our Lady of Guadalupe. I have a big devotion to her, and I look at, what we believe. And I'm not saying you need to believe any sort of way, but just that we need to believe in ourselves. We were created with talents, with gifts, with an innate goodness to go out and bring it to the world. And a lot of us also become mothers, and so we're not just commissioned to bring goodness to the world. We're commissioned to create, guide, teach, and prepare children to be good people in the world. So when I look at, contentment, it's like I don't have to go out to Fiesta. I don't have to spend a lot of money. I don't have to get a chicken on a stick. It's not on the program, right? I don't have to wait for someone to spill beer on me. I don't have to be out in crowds. So if you're not from San Antonio, you're like, what is she talking about? We have like a 2-week party up in here. Fiesta San Antonio, and it's usually in April, but guess what? COVID turned it off completely last year, and this year it was scaled down and moved. And the reality is that I can still have Fiesta in my heart. And that's what I want to talk about today is just contentment in the simple pleasures. Whenever I see this crown, like I have it hanging in my room, I see it, it brings me joy. It makes me think of Jenny creating this for me. It makes me think of a class where Jenny and her mom came and taught some of us to make the big paper flowers. And it's just like a part of, the fact that we all have creative possibilities. We can start, our day, and we're pretty much going to fashion it. We can be like, oh my God, I have to do all these things. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. I have to do that. How about like when I'm coming from a a framework of contentment, I am coming from saying to myself, I get to do this today. I get to make a video for my comadres today. What do I want to bring them today? I want to bring them some contentment. I want to bring them some happiness. I'm going to bring them my Corona de Fiesta. I'm going to bring them a little plug for Cosita San Antonio. I know that I have choices every day who I take out of this house, right? Who I take with me and how I bring myself to the world. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have rough days. I'm not going to get annoyed. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not going to feel down on myself. It just means that if I can bring some contentment, everything goes better. You know, one of the things that I did over the weekend is I bought these flowers for myself. And they're so gorgeous. And I had, you know, I didn't have really time to go anywhere. And if you're in the challenge, there was a note to buy yourself flowers this week. And I didn't have time to go to other stores. I was at Walmart. Okay, my glamorous life on Sunday morning. I was at Walmart and I was picking up some groceries and a few necessary items because I needed to get home and get other things done. Well, I passed by where they have the flowers by the produce. No había nada. There was not even one bouquet. Not even a sad bouquet that I could say, ni modo, I'm not getting that one. Not even a sad one. There were none. So I went on about my shopping. I got the groceries. I got some things that I needed from other departments. And I had to go to the back of the store because I forgot something. So when I came back to the front, there was 3 bouquets that had been put in there. One of them was this bouquet with 6 yellow roses and Ostromeria. And I just thought, wow, these are so beautiful. They're just for me. And it's like looking again when we didn't find something. Like I was just so pleased with these. I love yellow roses, and you know, that's our state flower. Well, no, it's the bluebonnet, but we talk about the yellow rose of Texas, right? And yellow roses represent friendship. And so I thought these would be fun to bring on today because they're going to develop over time. When I got them, they were closed, pretty closed. And each day they're opening just a little bit, but they're going to take care, right? They're going to take time. They're going to take investment on my part. They're not going to last forever like these flowers, right? But they're going to go through a season. And I think, comadres, that's what we're going through. Whatever we're going through in life, it is a season. Different seasons will have different things. When I got them, they were closed up. And they're starting to open out. They're coming into their prime. They're coming into their most beautiful stage. But no, they're not going to last forever. I'm going to have to maintain them, right? I'm going to have to change the water. I'm going to have to cut the stems. I'm going to have to do something for them to give them the best life possible. Because once they're cut, they will not last forever. And the reality is any of us going to last forever? I don't think we are. Our goal is to take care of ourselves the best we can while we're here, so that we can be a source of contentment and enjoyment to the people in our lives. So, you know, these made me happy today. I was doing my workout this morning and I put the roses where I could see them, because that's a reminder of life is beautiful. There are so many things that are blessings if I look up. If I look up, if I set aside some of the, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that, this isn't going right, I can't believe she did that. Like if I start making the list of all the stuff that I'm mad or upset about, the list gets infinitely long. But when I can say, I get to make a video for my comadres, I get to say hola to all of them, I get to plan to meet them on screen on Wednesday night, I get to plan to send them this email, and they're going to be like, oh, there's Kathy, she's thinking of me. Yeah, I am thinking of you. I'm thinking of how we are a support to each other and how we are a blessing to each other. I feel just really happy and content that we're getting to know more comadres. We've had comadres come on from California, from Virginia, from West Virginia. We've had people in from Colorado. And it doesn't matter. Come any day, come any time. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm late. It doesn't start till 9 p.m. Central. So I know that's still early where some of you might be. But hey, if you come on for 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to see a smile. You're going to see somebody who's happy to see you. You're going to see me. You're going to see whoever else is still on the call. And just take a moment to plug in, to connect with yourself, and to say, you know, I'm worth it. I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to pay attention to these flowers. I'm not just going to buy them and just leave them, you know, like just put them in the closet and then I come back and they're all dead. I'm going to enjoy them. I'm going to connect. I'm going to like stop and look at them. I'm going to smell them. They do smell pretty. I wish y'all could smell them over here on on this video, but Nimola, you cannot smell them, but you have to use your imagination. And I think that's what we're called to do for contentment. We are called to use our imagination, because sometimes we just make the giant list of all the stuff that's not going right, all the stuff that we can't get done, all the things like, oh my God, all the things, all the things, all the things. But if I can say, today I get to exercise, I get to choose healthy food, I get to play with my children, I get to talk to my comadres, I get to go to work, make a living, and be able to buy more flowers for next week. Whatever it is, something simple. And if you're going through a really hard time, look at what is beautiful. Maybe you're missing someone that you really love and you're grieving someone. Well, how about a contentment in the happy times you had together? Tell their stories. Keep telling their stories. That is how our loved ones live on. They live on in, like, my mom loved gardening. She loved flowers. So when I'm working in my yard, I'm thinking of my mom. My dad was famous for doing a lot of yard work. So on Father's Day, no matter what, I do some yard work. Whether it's raking or mowing, it's just like, that's a way that I think of my dad, and I connect with my dad on Father's Day. Who we are and who we bring to this world has everything to do with what we see and how we see life. So I'm just, hoping to bless you today with remembering that you're special, you're precious, you're special. I can't say two words together. You're precious. Now, I don't know. It's a new word. I just made it up. You are precious. You are special. You are one of a kind. You are a light to the world. And so don't hide the light from yourself. Hope to see you on Zoom, comadres, or connect with us. Answer this email. Any way you want to connect. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're going to be all around. And hope to see you real soon wherever we are. Happy day.